Hello my nail friends and welcome back to Dippin' with Karolina. Today we are going to get right into it. I'm using an alcohol prep pad because I have builder gel on my nails and I want to remove any oils and dirt after washing my hands. Then I will go in with UNT Peel Base and I will apply one coat to each finger. I'm going to go almost to my cuticle line. I'm still dabbling and it lifts at the cuticle line, so I'm going to see if I go almost all the way down. But otherwise, I have great wear time of about 5 to 7 days with my manicures, sometimes experiencing a pop-off, but what I do if I simply have a pop-off is to just apply more peel base and then put a little bit of regular dip base and then put on my nail as if it was a press-on and super glue. So we are going to use the Sparkle & Co. November Dip Powder Colors, SB 132 All That Glitters, SB 133 Glam Vibes Only, SB 134 Blush Crush, and I Want It All 20 Shimmer Is My Love Language. I'm going to use Risen Legacies Dip Liquids, and Maniology's M171 stamping plate, and a few art brushes, including this one with a dotting tool on it. I always like to put my smaller container dips inside of a cupcake liner and then stir them with a toothpick just to get all of that powder nice and stirred up. Look how pretty this is. So I'm going to go in with my base coat and I'm going to put this color, Glam Vibes Only, on my pinky and on my thumb. I'm going to apply 2 coats of this on both fingers. I then use this Winstonia water marble tool as my cuticle tool and I totally love it. It's so much better than a cuticle stick or a toothpick. And I'm also going to apply this on my thumb. Like I said, 2 coats of this on both fingers. And again, I'll go around the cuticle with my Winstonia cuticle tool, which is really a water marble tool, but I call it a cuticle tool because that's what I use it for. Can we please talk about this color? Oh my goodness, this is like a true rose gold. This is absolutely stunning. And when you have the top coat on it, there is so much dimension to this color. I have no idea what kind of shimmer or mica Sparkle & Co. used, but this is absolutely stunning. And if you don't know, Sparkle & Co. does a $9 credit if you mention my name, Karolina Pyryt. I'll spell it out in the description box. If it's your first purchase, and if you sign up for a subscription box and mention my name, you and I both get an $18 credit. So with your first purchase, after it has shipped, about a month after, you and I both get a $9 credit. It's like a referral program. And then if you do it for a subscription box and you mention my name at checkout, you and I both get an $18 credit. The subscription box is reoccurring monthly. Every month you are going to get one, and there are a few different tiers. Now I am going in with Blush Crush, which is like a pinky peach. It's a very light pastel color. It's a solid. There's absolutely no shimmer in it. And I'm going to put this on my ring finger and also on my pointer finger. I'm not going to lie, this color was difficult to work with. It was a little patchy, and it also was a little... It had not different colors in it. It was just, I'll just say it's difficult to work with. I did do 2 coats of this on both of my fingers. This time it went on a little bit better on my pointer finger, but on my ring finger, it kind of went a little patchy. And it also was soaking in the powder really quickly. And then I find that I had to dip it multiple times in order for it to stop doing that. You don't have to keep doing that. I just prefer to. It's a personal preference. And again, I'm going in with a second coat, hoping to patch up this time. And it did. And it could have been my fault. User error. When I was dipping in before, it was not probably level. I could go back and check. But that is one issue. You want it, if you're going to lay your finger flat into the powder, you definitely want to level out the powder by tapping it onto the table like I did there. And you can see it was quickly absorbing. But it's a beautiful peachy pink color. And the color I'm going to put on my middle finger is called All That Glitters, and it's a beautiful clear acrylic with gold and rose gold glitters. It's absolutely stunning, and this month it was Christy's favorite, and that's why it's in a 1-ounce jar. And so whenever I do chunky glitters like this, I like to level it out again, tap it on the table, and then I like to lay my finger flat. And then as soon as I am done, I like to pat the glitters flat, and then I take my cuticle tool and again I go around the cuticle area and I pat flat. This glitter was a little difficult to work with because of the ratio of glitter to acrylic powder or dip powder. Dip powder and acrylic powder are the same exact thing if you didn't know. They're just basically a different millness, how finely milled they are. That's why I refer to it as acrylic. So it was moving around a lot. So I would suggest waiting a little bit before patting flat so that the glue or the resin has a little bit of time to set. But you don't want to wait too long, because if you don't pat it flat, it's going to be really difficult to file and it won't look as pretty in the end. In the end, my glitter is never poking out. It is completely smooth and encapsulated in clear dip and in top coat. Now I'm going to clear cap all of my nails, so just sit back, relax, and watch. I prefer to use a stiff manicure brush with my clear acrylic or my clear dip powder, only because it leaves no trace behind. It really gets into all the grooves and all the little niches, and it really makes a difference. Now I'm going to go in with my activator from Risen Legacy. I am running low, so I do have to get some more. And I'm going to apply this twice. The reason I do it twice is because I want it to go through all of the layers from top to bottom and to harden everything. The activator is what stops the adhesion process and is what hardens the dip and becomes ready for filing and buffing. I'm going to file and buff off camera just to save you guys some time. Now I'm going in with Risen Legacy's nail cleanser after washing my hands with just water, and now I'm going to use this nail cleanser. This prepares the surface and it's ready to go. Now I'm going in with Maniology's M171 stamping plate. and I'm just removing any residue that I have left behind. I really love this stamping plate. I've used it already a few times in my last 3 manicures. I'm going in with a Born Pretty stamping polish that I got off of Amazon. I'll leave it linked down below. And I'm going to use this pretty tree. I put a decent amount of polish on and I scrape. Then I take my stamper and I pick it up with a rolling motion, let's just say. I use a lint roller to remove any images that I happen to get and I don't want. So I want to stamp it, and I've noticed I waited too long. Now sometimes when this happens, you just have to move either you have to move quickly, or B, what I'm going in with is Maniology Sticky Base Coat. And I apply a thin layer of this base coat and I wait about 2 to 3 minutes for it to dry. It dries very quickly, and after it has dried, it will create a sticky surface in order for my stamp to transfer. I really suggest investing in this if you want to do this kind of stamping, or you can use gel base coat, but I preferred not to because I didn't want it to peel. Now what I'm doing is I want to put some ornaments on my tree. So I'm using all that glitters, and I'm putting my Maniology no smudge top coat. And this will prevent smudges from the dip top coat. Because the surface is still sticky from me applying it, I decided to apply the glitters now to the nail. I also have a little bit to the side on a little palette. Here you can see me applying the glitters individually, placing them where I want them. And if your surface isn't sticky anymore, you can always go in with a little bit more of the base coat. Now I don't show it on camera, but I wish I went over it one more time with not the sticky base coat, with the no smudge top coat, just to seal it all in. But that's okay, it's all a learning process, and I'm always learning as I'm going myself. Now I want to sandwich this stamp in, so I put a layer of base and I let that dry. This will create a sandwich for me to be able to use my dip top coat. Now I'm going to attempt a sweater nail. This was my first time. I don't use swatches to practice. I usually just wing it and go for it. I have a vision in my head and I just go for it. So I have a little bit of gel base, and I'm applying a little bit of clear acrylic powder because I want my consistency to be thicker. I don't want it as thick as builder gel, but I do want it a little bit thicker than just regular gel base. Now you just have to play with it and just keep perfecting your ratio. Add a little bit more gel, a little bit more powder, until it's a consistency that you think will be able to work with. Now, usually what people do is they put the same color of powder on top of their sweater nail. What I did was I was going to use the other color. Shimmer is my love language. So here you see me applying a little bit of the gel base on a brush and making 2 vertical lines going up and down. I then cure this really quickly just so it stays in place, and then I go in my middle part. After I'm done with the middle part, I also quickly flash cure for like 2 to 3, maybe 5 seconds max. And then I go over all of the lines. Now this time I'm not going to cure. This time I'm going to pour the powder over on top of these lines, and then I cure. Do not brush off the powder before curing. Otherwise you will brush off the gel and powder along with it. Now what's nice about this is if you mess up before curing, it's pretty easy to fix, but because I already cured, I can't really go back. And this is what I've got. I wish I did a few more designs, but you know what? It's okay, it was my first time. Next time will be better. Now I'm going in with activator on top of all of my nails. Now at first I was going to leave that nail sugared, but I didn't like it, so I also did that nail. Now I'm going in with top coat. With dip top coat, you want to do small strokes and quick strokes with your first coat. With your second coat, you have more time to go because the activator is already dry. Some people prefer gel top coat, I prefer dip top coat. It's all whatever preference you like. Okay, and this is how my manicure looks after the second top coat has nicely dried. And I'm going in with Grimes Ridge Farmhouse Flannel Cuticle Oil, which smells divine. It smells amazing. And I think this manicure really turned out cute. This sub bag was adorable. I think it was a really nice sub bag, and it's very versatile. Like I said in my previous video, I have an unboxing of this sub bag. I'll leave it in the cards above. Here's my finished manicure. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Also, follow me on Instagram at Dippin' with Karolina. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Enjoy. Bye.